welcome to a brand new Whip Wednesday crochet show. I am so excited to be here. I'm your host, Nikki of Nikki's Homemade Crafts, and today we're going to talk about two different things, one really quick thing and then something really long. So pay attention and stay tuned. So first, we're going to talk about the brand new free cable mystery crochet along. I'll tell you all about it in a second. And then after that, we're going to talk about how you can get 40 ad-free, yes, you heard that right, ad-free crochet blanket patterns. There is a little asterisk on the end of it, so I'll tell you all about it. So stay tuned. I am so excited to be here. Let me know what you're working on right now. We all want to know. We are all curious. I'm live in 3 different locations on YouTube and on my Facebook page as well as my Facebook group. So hello. I'm so glad you're all here. So let's jump right into the brand new free cable crochet mystery crochet along. Okay, so let me explain. So the first thing is you're gonna need some hopefully glimmer yarn. Hopefully you have ordered it already. It's very affordable. It's only $2.99 a skein. We're gonna use 2 of them, and you may need something extra in part 3, but I usually don't reveal that, otherwise you would figure out what we're doing. So but you're gonna definitely need 2 skeins of this. So I'm showing you one color right now because it's much easier to see. I actually used a different color. I use the color lavender for the actual piece, but this one is the color salmon, which is also really pretty. That works too. You can use other worsted yarn as well. So just so you know, this is acrylic worsted yarn. It has some shimmer into it, and which is... oh, it just says 3% other. So this is acrylic with some glimmer effect to it, which I think works really well for the cables. Now, the next question I got is, what kind of cables are we making? Oh my gosh, I never did cables before. That's scary. Like, I don't know what to do. Okay, slow down. It's totally fine. Okay, you don't understand how many questions I've gotten. It's totally fine. Okay, so cables. We are starting pretty much, think of it as a beginner project for cables. Learn how to do cables. That's the idea behind it, okay? So I'm teaching you how to do cables in a few different ways, so that way you become more familiar with it. That means the pattern, the quick pattern, also comes with 3 video tutorials for the entire thing. Again, it's a free mystery crochet along. So let me pop in the link real quick in case you haven't signed up yet. I put it into the comments right now, and I'm gonna pop it up here for a second so you can see it there too. So you can sign up there and join the mystery crochet along. Okay, again, it's free. So there will be a little area where there's like a downward arrow. It's like 3 red arrows pointing to the sign up box. Okay, I believe it's a red sign up box too, or purple. I don't remember. Anyways, that's where you're going to put your email address and your name, and that's it. And then you should get a follow-up email. If you don't get a follow-up email, 2 things may have happened. 1, you may have made a typo. Hopefully you didn't make a typo. And 2, it could have gone into your spam folder. If it did go into your spam folder, make sure you move my email into your primary, so your email service will remember that my emails are important to you, and you will get them into your primary folder. So make sure of that, okay? So anyways, we are using 2 skeins, full skeins of worsted yarn. I'm using Mary Maxim's glimmer yarn. I highly recommend if you ever want to try it. If you feel like that it's too short of a time, you know, we're going to need it. We'll start on March 11th, just that you know, March 11th, 2024. Now, if you sign up, you get early access to the mystery crochet alongs, okay? So each part of it. And if you feel like that's not enough time for you to get the yarn, I highly recommend still grabbing it. I have a link in the material section of the mystery crochet along, because this is a really fun yarn to work with, and it's very affordable. So it's just $2.99 skein. So I think you should try it out at least. You can use any other worsted yarn for this mystery crochet along. However, because it is cables, even if it's beginner friendly cables, it is not Tunisian or anything. It's just regular cables. Okay. If you still feel like that's a little bit too challenging, it's okay. I will guide you through it step by step with video tutorials. Okay. However, because it's cables, I would not recommend variegated yarn unless the variegation, meaning the color transition, is far, far away from each other, because it will not make the cables look good. It will also, I don't know, that's the best way to say it, dilute the cables. Okay, it's very hard to see the cables. So I don't recommend variegated yarn. I recommend staying with solid, or, excuse me, or solid with some glitter in it or something, so that you can see the cables. Okay, that's the idea. You don't want to use something where the cables disappear, right, in the entire picture because there's too much color happening. So that's just a little side note. Okay, are we good on that? Do you guys have any questions about the mystery crochet along? Otherwise, I will jump right into the 40 ad-free crochet blanket patterns. So you guys let me know. Are you guys ready for the blanket patterns? I'll go through them step by step, each of them, and show them off so you know exactly what you're getting there, okay? And how you're getting them ad-free, okay? So, I will be here tomorrow. Very excited. Yay! I'm so excited. Okay, so here we go. So I'm going to remove this for now. So that way, you have this going. So let me grab my, hang on. I have to move my picture for a second so I can see everyone. Okay, so are we good on blankets? Are we good on the mystery crochet along? We're ready? Okay, we're good. Ready. Okay, so I'm going to move over because I want to show you guys the pictures. Okay, so let me pop them up. So we're going to start right away. We're going to start, and then this time, I'm prepared this time, okay? This time I decided to put the names of each blanket as well as the designer's name as well, so it's easy for future reference, okay? Ignore the top part of it. It doesn't matter, okay? I'm in the presenter mode, and that's what you see, okay? So what you see here is the Tranquility, oh my god, I cannot say that word, blanket by Sweet Potato 3. I love this blanket. I also love how she took the picture of that wave. It's absolutely stunning, and if I'm seeing this right, it's probably some kind of popcorn stitch or something that she used. It's not the bobble. I think this is the popcorn stitch with some cables in between. This doesn't look like regular cables. This looks like the loop cables where you just make a chain and then you connect them together. I love this. This is such a stunning, not only blanket, but stunning picture. Very elegant. This looks very snuggly. I don't know what yarn she used, but this looks like more of either a worsted or a bulky yarn, and it is absolutely stunning. Super duper pretty. Okay, let's get into the next one. Remember, we're going through 40 of them, okay? This is the Bumo Biona baby blanket. I don't know how to pronounce it. I feel terrible. From Just One Hook Designs, and she also looks like she uses some kind of cluster or something that looks similar to the popcorn stitch. I don't know if that's what she used, but it does actually look like she made this from corner to corner, meaning from one corner to another corner. Remember, when someone says corner to corner, it doesn't mean what everyone else always thinks with corner to corner, right? This is a technique, a corner to corner technique. You can use any stitch you want in that technique, right? And this definitely looks like she made it in a diagonal, so corner to corner. Absolutely stunning. It is super duper cute. Okay, let's go through it. Do you tell the patterns what yarn? I don't know I don't know all the yarns that there were used, but once you get the patterns, everything is listed. All the patterns will have a material list and everything listed. I'm sorry, there are 40 of them. I will not know all of them on top of my head. Okay, so this one is absolutely stunning. I love this one. This one is definitely a typical corner to corner where you use the box stitch, right? You go from one corner to another with the box stitch. The one that everyone knows of as the corner to corner, right? The diagonal way of crocheting little tiny pixels, right? And this one is the Winter Wonderland Bunny Blanket from Stardust Gold Crochet. I love this. It is so cute. It is so stunning. She put a lot of detail into it. It's a very long pattern, so there's a lot of pages to it, so you get a lot of detail in this one. It's really detailed, and I absolutely love it. It's really stunning. Then we have the Lolas Baby Blanket by Just One Hook Designs. Someone actually said this reminds them of Legos. I kind of think this looks very similar. It's very true. It kind of looks like pieces of Lego, just that the part of it on the top is not very Lego like, right? It's just little baubles. But I love this. It's striped, it's bobbly, and it has some texture to it. I really like it. It's very elegant. It's a very, very stunning blanket, and it's super, super beautiful. And it looks like that even a beginner can do it. So definitely we have a lot of beginner friendly patterns in here. This one is my absolute favorite because it is so, so stunning. And it's from my good friend Christine from Spotted Horse Design Company. And it's called the Modern Arrow Throw. And I loved it. Look at this texture. I believe she either used worsted or bulky yarn for this, but it is so stunning. She has very elegant pictures, and she has a lot of like camp stuff and you know, outdoor stuff and stuff. If you ever looking into that, she's very elegant stuff. I really love it. So some boho stuff in between too. Really stunning patterns. Speaking of her, she also has this blanket, which also is super beautiful, and I believe this one is actually made with bulky yarn. Look at all those baubles. I love this. So many stripes of baubles on both sides of it, very nicely like balanced out, and some tassels on the corners. It is so beautiful. This looks really snuggly for the fall time, for the winter time, and it's absolutely stunning. So if you haven't checked this one out yet, go check it out. Oh, by the way, I shouldn't name it, right? This one is the Grace's Bubble Blanket. Forgot to say the name. Okay, number 7 is the Snuggled Up Baby Blanket by the Blue Elephants. And by the way, you can get all of these patterns ad-free, and I'm going to pop up the link right now so that way you can see it. Give me 1 second. I'm going to pop it up. Remember, you can get the entire collection right now that I'm going through ad-free, literally ad-free, the entire thing, over 500 pages, all in one PDF, okay? Right here until March 8th of 2024, you get it 90% off. So that means less than $20 for all 40 patterns. So there's the link. Okay, I'm going to pop it into the comments too so you can grab it, which means you have less than 3 days where you can get it. But I'll go into some of the bonuses in a second too that you can get also. Okay, so let's talk about the Snuggled Up Baby Blanket by the Blue Elephants. That is super cute. I mean, look at it. It looks like a very I would say it's a more beginner-friendly stitch. This looks like a combination of a few basic stitches to provide some extra texture, but simply made in one color. This can really pop if you do it in multiple different colors like stripes. This is a stunning blanket. I absolutely love it. Okay, let's go to the next one, which I absolutely love, and this picture is stunning. This one is done by the Colorful Stitches, the Cassie Blanket, which I love. This is so elegant. I mean, look at the colors, right? This one is done with a cluster. It looks like a cluster double, like a cluster V double crochet stitch, I believe. And it's really stunning. You have like the white, you have the orange, and then you have white again before you start into the grays, right? So it's really beautiful how that is made. And it looks like it has a very simple border all the way around. So definitely a stunning beginner-friendly pattern. If you haven't tried that one yet, you should. It's really beautiful. Here's another, I believe, very elegant yet simple pattern. This one is the Milter Tulips Baby Blanket made by Goody, and it's really beautiful. And I zoomed in on this picture. You can really see it. So we have some texture going, right? But not everywhere. You have some lace areas to it, which makes it a little bit more elegant, right? But you also have only a little bit of color, which really makes it pop, right? Between all of this white yet textured stitches. Absolutely stunning. I really, really love it. And if you look closer, you can tell it's made from the center outward, so it's granny stitch style. So which means you probably can make it much, much bigger than you can actually get it as a pattern. It is so, so beautiful. Then we have number 10 is the Summer Crochet Throw by My Crochet Space. This one again looks very easy and beginner friendly, but I love how the tassels are made. Look at this. She didn't just add it to tassels there on the bottom, right? She had them connected with each other, which in my opinion looks even more elegant than simple tassels, like let's say one on each corner, right? You have a bunch of them. It almost reminds me of like a rug, like a more of an old-fashioned rug. It is so, so beautiful. Now, of course, it will probably use a little bit more yarn than you probably expected, but I love this. So beautiful. Let me know which one is your favorite. Leave me some comments because I have a very hard time deciding which of these blankets are my favorites. I think I have like 10 or 15, maybe even 20 of them that I have to say they're all number one. I can't decide. Super duper beautiful and elegant. Here's number 11, which is the Plaid Granny Afghan by Change Path Crochet. I mean, look at this. Doesn't it so, I mean, it's so elegant. It's so pretty. I love it. So you can tell this is definitely the granny stitch. So not just granny squares, but granny stitch, right? You have a lot of squares. I don't know if you can tell, but there's a lot of squares sewn together or possibly done in a join as you go. I do not know, but the join as you go, if it is join as you go, is happening here, right? You see that? Like the lighter blue colors, and the outside of it is more of the darker blue, right? It's really beautiful. And then if you look closely, I think, I'm not even sure if that is an entire square, like 4 pieces together is one square. I think it could even be the little ones could be one square. I don't know, but it's so stunning. I absolutely love it. Like the brain behind it, when you look at it, it's just the geometry. I just love it. It's so, so pretty. Really, really elegant. Then we have this one, which is a color pop, yet really stylish. It's the Claudius Blanket by Blue Star Crochet, and it is so pretty. I love how you have textured areas. I don't know if you can tell, right, where all the colors kind of come together. And then you have the wave, or I don't know if it's the wave stitch, but it looks like the wave stitch in between with all the colors, and it's nicely broken up with some neutrals so that it's not super duper hard on your eyes, but it is really a color pop. It will make every room look a little bit brighter. I absolutely love it. So then we have the Jacob's Ladder Cuddle Blanket by Joe's Crafty Hook, and you can see she has cables on here, and if you look closely you can see there's a lot of double crochet stitches and a few of them that are cables, so it looks like 2 cable runs there, and then we have some front post / back post, depending on which side you are, double crochet stitches happening. So it is a really perfect way to add a little bit of texture to a yet simple blanket. And if I'm seeing this correctly, this is actually made with variegated yarn because you can see that the color transition happens like in the middle of a row or so, or kind of on a side. So it is beautiful. If you love variegated yarn, you should definitely try this one. Linda Murphy saying, what a great way to introduce us to other designers. Yes, I love doing that. This is why I run blankets for many different reasons. I want you to be introduced to a lot of different designers. I want you to get a great chance to get all of these blankets ad-free. Listen to this, ad-free for less than $20, all of them in one download plus bonuses. I'll go into bonuses later, and you only have until March 8th though to get it over 90% off. So that means it's less than 50 cents per pattern. It's a stellar deal. But because it's a designer collaboration, it is only available for 5 days in total, which means Friday is the last day. So take advantage of it if you haven't done it so. Okay, this one I love. I mean, can you imagine the detail and the time it took just to design it? Not even just to crochet it. I mean, the crochet part on its own, it takes a little bit of time. But I love this. Look at this. This is the Class of 2024 Afghan by the Crochet Couch, and she has a lot of stunning patterns out there. A lot of stunning blanket patterns. She's like, I would say like a go-to person in terms of blankets and Afghans, whether that's mosaic, whether it's corner to corner. There are so many different designs she has. She has a huge Etsy store. I love her designs, and this one is a really good one. If you have someone who graduates this year, this will be the perfect blanket for them, and you have a few more months, a couple more months or so to make it happen, depending on when they graduate. Usually graduation season is like May, June, depending on, you know, which school, which college, etc. So this is absolutely stunning, super duper cute. Let me know which one is your favorite. We're close to halfway through. This one is the Harvest Baby Blanket by Sandra Stitches, which is super elegant, super cute, and it looks like it's made also with corner to corner stitches, so the box stitch that everyone knows of. I don't know if it's done in horizontal or whether it's done from diagonal and then added like a border, simple border all the way around. I don't know, but it is absolutely beautiful and I love it. Then we have the Ava Blanket by Krista Co-Design. Isn't that so pretty? I love the gigantic color blocks. See, you don't have to use a lot of like fancy stitches in order to make a blanket pop, right? All you can do is, or all you really need to do is like using some basic stitches, even if it's just like a few basic stitches, let's say half double crochet with some double crochets in between. I don't know what she used here. This looks similar to like the Trinity stitch or something. Don't know what she used, but it's so beautiful because it has just these color blocks and it makes it elegant, it makes it stylish, yet very simple. Okay. Really, really beautiful. That one is your favorite so far? Is it this one or was it the class of 2024? Because I absolutely love the class of 2024. That's perfect. If you have a graduating student this year, then this is the one, right? Whether it's your child, your grandchild, a friend, whoever, right? You can even maybe make it as a custom order. I'm just saying there's some few different possibilities out there, okay? So then we have number 17, which is Sweet Dreams Preemie Blanket by Joe's Crafty Hook. And I love this one. Again, we have these stripes going. You can tell stripes are very popular in the crochet designer community, probably because you guys all like them. This one looks also like it's done with just a few basic stitches to give it a little bit of more texture. So it's not just double crochet stitches, but like a combination of a few basic stitches in order to make this happen. Looks like the perfect preemie blanket. Love it. It's stylish. It's cute. And I think if you use the right colors, this can be a neutral blanket. So even if you don't know the gender of the baby, this is a perfect blanket. Just saying. It's absolutely stunning. Then we have number 18, which again is the perfect baby blanket. It's called the Easy Crochet Baby Blanket by Itchin' for Some Stitchin'. And I think it's perfect. This uses probably some kind of polyester yarn with a few basic stitches. I can't tell exactly what stitches she is using, but there looks like there's some lace part in between. I love how she took the picture of it with like wrapped up with a big red bow, because it's like the perfect little blanket to gift as a gift. And I absolutely love this one. Okay. Love the class of 2024, but I need one musical notes. I get it. Maybe she does. I have a scarf with musical notes. So for mosaic crochet, in case you're curious. But here is the blanket bundle. Go get it for yourself. It's all in there. Okay. Everything I'm talking about is in there. I also popped in the comments, the link. I'm going to pop it in one more time in case someone came in late, but we're still talking about the blanket. So we're close to halfway there. Number 19 is the striped Waddle Stitch Blanket by Okie Girl Blinks and Stings. I love her name. It's so cute. And I love how these stripes are not even, okay? I mean, they're kind of even. There are certain color blocks. They happen over and over again. But in its own, all color blocks have a different amount of rows, right? Which makes it actually almost like, this reminds me of some kind of beach blanket, right? Not just the color, but even the stripe variation makes it very beachy-like, and I love it. It's super stunning. Again, it looks like it's done with a combination of some basic stitches, and so this is definitely doable even for a beginner. Then we have the Sunset Waves Blanket by Ned and Mimi, which I love because it has some spike stitches in between, which looks like it's done in a wave, but it's actually not. So you're actually making it with basic stitches in a row. No wave happening here. The wave happens because you're using different colors and you're going down with the spike stitch, which makes it wave look like. And so it makes it actually more beautiful because of that. And it's very stunning. It's like a trick, a mind trick in your mind when you do it or when you actually see it. So it's super beautiful. I also love the colors. Very stylish, very elegant. Okay, we're halfway through, but look at this blanket. I mean, seriously, this is one of my absolute favorite blankets because it is a work of art. Okay, this is absolutely stunning. Okay, it's called the Four Seasons Temperature Blanket by Crochet Hook Cottage. It's a temperature blanket with pictures on it. Something I feel like is out of this world. Like how she came up with this idea, I don't know, but it is absolutely stunning. You have the winter, spring, summer, and autumn, which obviously you could also write fall if you wanted to. But I mean, look at this, these colors, right? So obviously she used some kind of year to make it into all of these different colors, right? To really show off the temperatures and of course make it in a way that you can see which season they're in that moment. It is so beautiful. My mind is blown. Mind is blown because it's absolutely stunning. Then we have the Melale Blanket by Riverside Stitches, which again uses just some basic stitches in a combination. This looks like there's some back loops happening here, back loop, front loop kind of combination with possibly some kind of mini shell stitch in between, or the Trinity stitch. I'm not quite sure, but it's definitely a blanket that even a beginner can handle and go through and make a blanket for themselves or for someone else. Absolutely stunning. This one is another one of my favorites. As I said, I have many favorites in this one. I'm pointing out only a few of them, okay? The Flowers in the Attic Blanket by One Stitch at a Time Crochet. I mean, look at this. The amount of detail, right? She not only used about, I think there's a 5 colors. I can see 5 colors, right? But she didn't just use 5 different colors, right? She also used a bunch of different techniques and stitches and overlays from each other. And if you can see closely, you also see flowers in there. So there's a 3D effect happening. Like with there's some lace happening in between, like the shell stitch at the border all the way around. Then you have those stitches in between where there's some lace effect happening. And then she has areas where there's overlay. I mean, my mind's blown. This is absolutely gorgeous. Can you imagine making this for someone else? I see the ombre effect happening. And if you ever heard me talk about colors, this is what I'm talking about. You use one color, but in different tones and different tunes, right? Like you have some lighter pinks, medium pinks, and dark pink, but yet you added some neutral to it, which is the grays. There's 2 gray tones happening there. And the white, it just makes it boom, like flash, right? It's absolutely stunning. It's super gorgeous. Love it. Then we have a simple granny stitch blanket by Malo or Molu, or I don't know how to say it. I think I'm saying it right. Malu. It's Malu. Sorry, my apologies. But I also love how she added this wave at the end, all the way around for the border, which brings the granny stitch just to another level. It's like it was flat before, right? But adding a little bit of wave to it can really bring it up to the next level. Love this one. Super cute, perfect for a beginner. Then we have another one of my favorites. I mean, look at this. The Spiced Biscuits by Witty Crafts Design. I mean, look at the detail of it, right? We again have these different colors, all very similar to each other, right? We have like complementary colors happening here. So we have the blue and the orange, right? And I don't know if this is black in between or if this is navy, but again, it could be, if it's navy, then again, blue tones are in there, right? And then we have these neutrals, which is like this beige and the white, and then I think there are some grays in between as well. I don't know if this is gray or if it's just a lighter beige, but so pretty, absolutely stunning. So this is definitely another one of my favorites. Then we have this one, which I think is so perfect, right? If you love the beach, or if you know someone who loves the beach, and this one is stunning, which one is called the Dolphins Blanket by Crochet Cottage, Hook Cottage. So I think this is made in single crochet, but I do not know. Absolutely stunning, and I love it. Then we have the Scrappy Shells Blanket by Underground Crafter, excuse me. And this one is definitely a lot of shell stitches, but you can see again that she chose to have this color block, right? And then she has a more of a new muted color block, right? Where you can see some neutrals in between. There's no neutrals in between, right? It's just colors and almost like a rainbow flow, right? And then she has these areas where there's some neutrals in between, which really brings it to the next level, right? It's not too overwhelming. There's a calm side to it. I absolutely love it. It's really, really beautiful. Really stunning. Okay, then we have another one of my favorites, which is the Kensington Throw by Megan Makes Do. And she not only makes crochet stuff, by the way, she also has like sewing things. I think she makes little baggies and things, like physical things that she sells. And those are out of this world. I love them. They're very pretty. But this blanket, I mean, look at the color transitioning happening, right? Like how the colors, this reminds me of like movies, right? Where you see like pictures coming in between, almost like a presentation, right? Where things like happening, where things like overflow, and it's just really beautiful. And if I'm correct, this looks also like the box stitch, but I could be wrong because it's a little further away. I'm not sure. She added like a simple border all the way around. It is really, really beautiful. Here's another one from the Crochet Couch. She's the one who made the class of 2024. This one is Twinkle Twinkle, Our Little Star. And it really, this is Our Little Star. This is the blanket. I mean, look at the detail. And all you need to do is know how to make the bobble stitch. And you can use the bobble stitch to create images or letters, or as you can see, even little notes. So didn't someone say in here they want some musical notes? Here you go. There's some musical notes for you. I absolutely love this one. The detail of it, it's so cute. I love the hearts in between, the musical notes, and I just think this is so stunning when you take some baubles and turn them into letters. Absolutely stunning. I know my husband loves this one because he loves the bobble stitch. I should use the bobble stitch more often, but it's so beautiful. Then we have this very elegant blanket right here. It's called the 5 Shades of Gray Crochet Blanket by Easy on the Tongue. Love this one. I think she used some velvet yarn on this one because from the color tones, I can kind of tell that it's like velvety, and I think it's like a muted, a variegated velvety yarn. I don't know if it's velvet, but it looks velvet. I'm not quite sure, but I love how she also added these tassels, and you can see that they're connected, and there's areas in between where there's no tassel, but there's like this point to it, which makes it really, really elegant, and I absolutely... My blanket, which is also one corner to another corner, so meaning diagonally. This is the quarter to quarter puzzle baby blanket, and it is roughly, I don't remember the sizing of it. I think it's about 36 times 36, but don't quote me on it. But this is my blanket. This is the one that I contributed to this bundle, and I love them. Are they all amazing? I'm in love with them all. Each one is unique. I agree. They are so, so amazing. Okay. I absolutely love this. It is so stunning. Okay. Gigi says, I'm buying this one though. Yay! I'm so glad. Yes, this one is absolutely stunning. Okay, so let's keep going because they're all amazing. So number 32 is the Sedona Desert Blanket by Pattern Princess. And this one uses, I believe it's called the Star Stitch, but don't quote me on it. I don't remember all the stitches in my head, but I love this one. Actually, this almost looks like the Catherine's Wheel Stitch, but I don't remember which one this one is. This one is super stunning because you use it pretty much for 2 rows. You use one color and then you go to the next row, next 2 rows, and it's another color. So that's how you switch back and forth. But because of this gigantic bubble like area in between, it makes it very 3D like, right? And it looks like you go in a different area. It's just, I love it. It's pretty much done in kind of a wave like area, right? Really, really beautiful. Okay, then we have After the Rain Throw by Best Crochet Life, which I love. This one is more of this, you know, neon colors, but yet if you look closely, used only like the granny stitch with a few filet crochet stitch areas mesh in there, like the open mesh of a filet crochet in between, which really brings it out more and makes it lighter so it doesn't look like so heavy, right? It makes it also not a yarn eater, right? So this is a really beautiful blanket. I think if I'm correctly seeing this, there it's also a variegated yarn, so you won't have to change colors. It does it on its own, which is always really, really cute. Okay, there's never too many blankets. I agree. This is an autism blanket. Yes, you can totally use my blanket as an autism blanket. That's true. I heard some people don't, I heard some autism companies are not happy with the puzzle pieces being associated with them. I don't know. I've heard it somewhere. I don't remember all the stories to it, but just that you know, there might be some controversy on that. I haven't looked it up, so don't quote me on any of that. Whether it is still true that the puzzle piece is for autism or autism awareness, I don't know. I believe it was a certain piece, but I don't remember. Anyways, let's go into the next one. This one is the Sunflower Granny Square Blanket by Okie Girl Blinking Things. I love her name. It's just hard for me to say. She has another blanket in here, right? And this one is super stunning. I love it. So you can tell, obviously, it's done in lots of little tiny granny squares, right? Obviously, the sunflower in it, right? Obviously, if you change it in a different color, it won't be the sunflower, but that's fine, right? You make it work however works for you. But I love it because you also see how she used the same colors on the on the outside again as the border, but she has that elegant white in between to really make the sunflowers pop. It is such a beautiful blanket, super duper gorgeous. Here's another yet simple blanket, but I believe this is also done in polyester, which means I think it's done in either bulky or super bulky yarn, therefore goes really quickly. It's called the Color Block Blanket by Remington Lane Crochet. I love it. It is a really beautiful baby blanket. You can whip up very quickly, and if I correctly, she only uses double crochet stitches, so fairly easy even for a beginner. Then we have this one, another one of my absolute favorites. It's called the Throwback Throw Blanket by Straight Hooked, and it is so beautiful. I love that the flower parts of all the hexagons are not everywhere. Like, they're just in certain parts, right? Which makes it a little bit more muted. It's not too overwhelming, right? It makes it actually a little bit more elegant, and the colors that she picked is like this yellow, orange with green, but remember that brown is actually a dark orange, in case you didn't know. Yes, brown is considered dark orange. So she uses pretty much these yellow orange tones, right? So that's kind of one scale, and then she has a little bit of green in between with some neutrals. Really beautiful. The green is really just to pop it, right? It's absolutely stunning. A little bit of red in between too to kind of compensate with that. So she stayed in the warm side of the color wheel, in case you're a little curious on that. Then we have the Judys Blanket by Craftopia Collective, and I love this one because we have different types of squares, right? All granny squares, all from the center out, work together, and then I believe they're either slip stitched together. This looks like slip stitched together or sewn, but I think it's slip stitch. And again, we have these neutral, like pastel colors, great for a baby blanket, right? Or any blanket that you wish to do. You can do it, of course, in any other color too. It's up to you, but I love this, and it looks like it's different types of squares put together. Really beautiful. I love there's a little bit more of a lace effect to it, which doesn't make the blanket super duper like heavy, right? Like if you have lace to it, it's a little lighter. Also uses less yarn. Now this one is so cute. I love this one, and I want to give a shout out to Crafts with Carla, because she's actually a very new designer. She's not very big, so go follow her if you haven't done so, on Instagram, Facebook, wherever she is, right? By the way, for everyone who purchased this, there's a list that comes with it where all the designers are listed, so you can easily follow them. So go follow them if you haven't done so, okay? This one is called Blastoff Blanket by Crafts by Carla. I love this one. It is so cute and stunning. It's perfect for little kids who love anything space, right? Like astronaut. You know, we all know that little boys and girls like to be like astronauts or scientists or something like that, right? I love that she added a little bit of a peephole to it, right? It is so cute. It's so stunning. It's a perfect blanket that down the road you could hang up or put in a frame if your kid absolutely loved it, right? So it's just as a memory. I just love it. It's super duper cute. So then we have number 29, which is the Spring Bloom Preemie Blanket by Crochet and Twists. Again, a very simple stitches in between. Looks like a lot of basic stitches, such as like single crochet or possibly double crochet. I don't quite know that, but it looks fairly easy with one color. absolutely stunning, very, very pretty. And here's the last blanket where we're not done yet because I'm still showing you some bonuses that you're getting if you are getting the blanket bundle. Okay, this one is called the Colorful Blocks Baby Blanket by Keiju Crochet Design, and I love this one. This looks really like a blanket that reminds me of either a birthday cake or a wedding cake, depending on which colors you're picking, right? This one looks more of a wedding cake, a birthday cake, but you can make it more of an elegant style, and then you have a wedding cake. There's so many layers. I love this one. Can you imagine adding something on top of it to really spice it up? Think of like some appliques that you can add on top just to really bring it up to the next level, make it more 3D like. There's so many possibilities here. You can even add names to it. You can embroider them on there. You can add a surface crochet onto that. I just think this blanket has a lot of possibilities. Now, let's get into it. What is this entire thing? This entire thing is the Crochet Baby Blanket Pattern Bundle, and it has 40 patterns from 34 different designers, and you have 8 bonuses that come with it. Actually, it's a little less now because we're on day 3. Okay, you're getting 3 PDFs for free. Let me show you some of them. Okay, so this is, actually, let's go into the yarn first. So Mary Maxim is providing us with some yarn that you can win. There's 5 chances to win. Anyone who grabs the blanket bundle gets be put into the pool, and every day I draw a new person to win. We already have 2 winners for Monday and Tuesday, so we have today, Thursday, and Friday. You still have a chance, right, to win some yarn. Some of them are like 5 to 6 skeins, and I think the last one is a $60 or worth $60 mystery box. So that is the Friday one. So the earlier you get, the higher the chance for you to win, because you all kept getting going into the pool, right? You're going every time back into it. So this is absolutely amazing, and I'm so grateful Mary Maxim provided us with those prices. So this is your chance. You can win some yarn while you're getting the blanket. You're automatically put into the pool. And then let's talk about the free PDF. So the very first one I just already mentioned, right? You get a sheet of all the designers, so you can follow them, even contact them if you need to. All of them that are in the blanket bundle. Then you'll get this one, which I don't sell anywhere. This is the only way to get it, okay? Through your purchase, which is the little laundry tags that you can print out, and I call them, you know, handmade with love, just for you care construction. So these are laundry tags, so you can circle how to take care of your project, right, once you hand it off to the recipient, and you can add a little note to it. So you're getting this one for free from me. And then you also, where did it go? There's one missing. Oh no, it doesn't show here, unless I missed it. Did I miss one? Hang on, I think I'm missing one. The calendar's missing. I don't know where the picture went, but there was a calendar you're also getting. I made a yarn calendar for you guys. It just has pictures of yarn to it. It's not like when yarn comes out or anything. It's just a calendar for 2024 with some yarn pictures on it. It's a really cute one. So those are all the patterns you can get in this collection. Isn't that amazing? I love every single one of these patterns. So if you love these patterns too, go take a look right now at the blanket bundle and grab it for yourself so you can get this entire collection ad-free. Did I mention already? It's ad-free. So once you download, it's an entire PDF, over 500 pages, okay? And you get 40 designs. So each design is less than 50 cents, which is pretty stellar deal. But because it's a collaboration, we have it only as a limited time only, and until March 8th, 2024. But I know that some of you guys may watch this after the bundle disappears, right? And this is why I added the names onto it. So in case you ever want to find any of these designs, you can find them because I added the names on all the pictures, so you can remember that. But I hope you love them. Remember, some of these blankets are typically not free, so some of them are premium patterns that are generally always paid. So this is your only chance to get them at a stellar deal, just that you know. Okay, it's a wonderful bundle. Let me show some of you guys off, okay? It's a wonderful bundle. I got mine a couple of days ago. Yay! Give me some reviews. I love seeing them. Okay. Number 36 brings me back to my child. Reminds me of a color scheme from the 70s. I totally agree. Okay. I totally agree. Then someone just said she had some issues with the payment. Just email me. Okay. If you have any issues, just email me. It should go through fine. But if anyone has any problems or issues with the blanket bundle, just email me. So here I'm going to pop up my email just for a second so you guys can see it. Take a screenshot of it. It's nicole@nickishomemacrafts.com. Email me if you have any trouble getting the blanket, opening the blanket, whatever issue you have. Just be kind, okay? Sometimes it's a technical issue. Sometimes it's because you didn't read something. It happens. I'm not calling anyone out, but I believe some of you guys read too fast because the amount of emails I get, we're like, I don't know my password. I'm like, it says in your email. So just read slow. Take your time. There's no rush, okay? You have until March 8th to get this bundle. Also, quick reminder, in case you missed it, in the beginning, we talked about the Mystery Crochet Along, which is free, okay? The free new Mystery Crochet Along, all about cables. So if you want to join that too, come join us. I am so excited. Everything is on my website, nickishomemacrafts.com, so you can see everything. And yeah, if you have any more further questions, you can always email me. And if not, leave a comment down below. And I hope you enjoyed this Whip Wednesday crochet show with me, your host, Nikki. And I hope to see you guys here next Wednesday. And we'll talk more about the Mystery Crochet Along. And I might even show some of them off. And then we'll talk about what you might be making. We'll go through some of the hints. Anyways, I'll see you guys then. Bye!